Bet you didn't know you could do this. Hey, we're just down here in our mining setup for possibly the very last time ever, because today we're going to be setting up the mining rig from Industrial Revolution, which basically just materializes ore out of thin air, or I think technically according to the book it comes from another dimension or something, but either way, no more manual mining. Say goodbye to this place. Before we get started, there's a couple of things I want to do, like open up these guys. Fingers crossed, good artifact, umbrella. No, we probably don't need that. What we do need is, where did I put our nether stars? Here they are. What we do need is to play with these nether stars and see what we can't get. First off, we can upgrade finally our Bejeweled backpack. It's not like we ever use this thing anyway. I put things in there for now, but since we've got ME set up portably, we didn't even really need the backpack. But it can't hurt. I figure we may as well update our other backpack as well. We're really spoiled for choice. There's a whole bunch of backpacks that have cool effects, like this thing drops melon slices when you harvest the bag. I don't know how that's useful, but it's fun at least. This is an anti-wither effect, but the two that I think are probably the coolest for now, grants water breathing and night vision effects while being underwater. That's pretty cool. But immunity to fire damage. Oh, does that include lava damage? I'm not sure. All right, let's try for the Magna Cube once. We'll have to make up an original standard traveler's backpack just in case this one kind of comes back to bite us. Like if it's not immune to lava, I'm not sure it's actually that useful for us. Immune to lava? Ability enabled. Yeah, okay, that works. Cool. Lava is no longer a concern. I can dig that. That's really handy. Oh my god, I'm still on fire. Oh, nah, it'll go out. That's pretty cool. What else can we make with our nether stars? We can get a couple beacons. Let's get 3. I've got a plan for those 2 in a second. Fully charged will take 3 seconds. We want to run program OMB. Now I think if we run the program, say, hey, let's teleport there. I was worried this might happen. Sadly, it doesn't show up with shaders. Because check this out. This is, 3 minutes, is it? It's totally 3 minutes. Ah, rip off. All right, let's get something else. Pocket wormhole. Not entirely sure what this is, but it's from Waystones. Oh, it probably connects you to your Waystones without having to click on one. All right, pocket wormhole, please. Surely that's what it does, right? All right, also pretty cool. Still costs levels, unfortunately. Let's upgrade this tank so that we can hold even more blocks in it. 1, 2, 3. You need to... That's a lot of nether stars. Give us 8 of them. We should have plenty of this extraterrestrial matter and the wither skelly skulls now. So easy. We can upgrade that to top tier dank. Now we can see this. So, got a home set up over there. Teleport location. Run. It opens with this little box here. You walk through it and you come out the other side. That is amazing. This is it's a really fun way to teleport. I think you want to get the proper one though. This is, like this one has a cooldown of 3 minutes, but this one here that you find in the end city, no cooldown. So that's the one you want. That's the one you want to go for. Oh. Kind of liking this without the shaders. I don't know. What do you guys think? Of course, shaders are absolutely stunning, but I don't know. It took me back. It's been a while since I've played without shaders. I've had these simulation chambers running for a little bit now. You're self-aware, goodie. And I've got a self-aware model for every type of data model now. I've got a self-aware model so we can, if we want to, fight them. I don't really feel the need to right now. And we want probably Hellish and End. We'll get them cooking up as well. Because hopefully we'll have enough of this pristine matter soon to upgrade our glitch armor set. And we can start wearing that at least. So before we get into the mining rig, let's go fight a self-aware version of the glitch skeleton and hope that everything goes okay. Self-aware. Oh my god. Let's go a little better prepared. This will be our super bow. Super expensive, 31 levels. I'm sure this is a rip-off. But I do like the sound of that. That's great. That's really fast. And I thought I could get beheading on our broadsword. Doesn't look like it wants to go on there, but this will at least give us sweeping edge and charmed. Oh yeah, and I did a decoration thing. just use a variety of different blocks here from the chipped mod. I think it looks pretty sweet. We've got some guards here, making sure we're not taking in any contraband, I guess. We got our spectators egging us on. I'm sure they're barracking for us. And yeah, the walls here are just a variety of different blocks. Kept it pretty basic. Dirt, stone, and deep slate, and a little bit of wood there for the framing. Yeah, cracked disordered, small deep slate, and cracked deep slate bricks. I think look pretty good. They blend in really well. You can see a few cracks there. Not a bad choice. If anything, the glass looks a bit out of place now. But yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out. I think it looks pretty gorgeous. Yeah, there's absolutely no real risk in this fight because, well, if we die, we can just come down here and grab all our things. The most we'll lose is the 3 levels there that we're holding, but, you know, is that so bad? Oh, before we fight this guy. Now, the mod did warn us that the fight might go a little bit easier with potions and a beacon, but we've got some pretty sick-ass armor here and a really badass sword. And the last fight was pretty easy, I think. But maybe it wouldn't hurt to set up a quick beacon, just in case. And I've never actually built a beacon before, and I'm kind of curious how it works. And I think I'm just going to wing it because I've seen enough Minecraft in my day. I think I understand the concept. So if we just dig ourselves some tunnels, that shouldn't be too hard. Whoa! Okay. And then straight down here. Strength 2. I think strength and resistance are the ones we want. And then is that... No, this is when I pay, is it? And here, resistance. Resistance 2. Right, so... Possibly it'd be good to have a few potions brewing up as well. But we are, I think, a bit OP. Pacifies Enderman. So this is why the Endermen weren't attacking me. So silly, I completely forgot about that. Netherite diamond. If only there was a netherite, that would be that would be even better. So I think with all these buffs, with this armor, with these weapons, and with this face, I think we should be fine. But this is a self-aware tier. Never been done before by me. Please be kind. Please be kind. Where'd you go? Now, the fact that the skeletons are all fighting each other, I think, probably makes this fight much, much easier for us. Oh, one more shot. Yay. So I want to upgrade these tools, these items. Let's see if there's a difference in the matter that you put in. So, all right. 16 of the spookies. All right, they're just worth 1 each. Are these also worth 1 each? Yeah. So I don't think it matters. That's fine. That's cool, I guess. All right, let's try and bring everything up to superior tier. So unfortunately, we don't have the pristine matter required to bring it all to self-aware. One more. Will that just stall? Yep. Okay, self-aware helmet and everything else is superior. 271.5 became just a lot more. And that compares to 5 armor toughness, 8 armor. Not as much armor, perhaps because of that protection 10. 541. Yeah, so I would say it's definitely an improvement, although it doesn't have any of these enchants, which is why we got stuck in a hole. Couldn't dash anymore. It doesn't have any of those enchants. Like we're running slow again. But from what I understand, you can put stuff in it. Like, what do? You slot these in there. All right. What's that give us? 75% plenty. I don't know what plenty means. Jump boost, fall immunity. Oh, I would have thought you'd have to put that on shoes. Yeah, both of them are cool. Underwater haste, depth strider. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Water breathing, Poseidon bless. You get resistance and undying from the Illager data model. The undying, I think it gives you, I think it's like a totem of undying, but you get with a cooldown effect on it. Soul vision, I have no idea what that does. And flight. If we put the end data model in there, we get what? Enderman, proof, vision, teleport, and shulkers. Shulkers are friendly. And the nether one gives us Piglin Truce, auto extinguish. There must be fire immunity. Oh, that's fire immunity. Don't know what the difference would be then. And this one is a superior leggings. I'm unable to put any of these data models in there. Perhaps because it's too high tier. Yeah, too high tier. So superior level armor, and I guess, similar basic level armor, will only accept data models of that type. All right, well, let's wear our old set for now, just to get those beautiful buffs, while the rest of these data models are cooking up. And we can probably get started on our infinite ore mining rig setup. Let's jump into some revolutionary activity here. The mining rig computer has been developed to create virtual dimensions based on ore data cards, allowing you to harvest ores without modifying your world. Mining rig drills are required for the mining rig computer to work. They have to be placed next to the computer, and they require drill heads to work. Each drill increases the mining speed. Then you build a very cheap data card, chuck that in a data card encoder. When looking inside a data card encoder, the ores and modifiers, and when looking inside a data card encoder, the ores and modifiers it can encode will be highlighted in your inventory. That's pretty cool. When encoding, some attributes will change in your card, like richness or size. Okay, a little bit more info. Attributes can be observed on your data card tooltip. These attributes can then be improved by modifiers. All right, let's get one of these data cards. I want to know what it's talking about. Here's our data card encoder. Let's, how about there? You add stone as a modifier to increase the number of cycles it has on it. Cool. Types. Types represent the ores that can be generated from this card. Note that the chance of generating each ore is proportional to the amount of the respective ore that was encoded in the card. Yeah, be careful not to overflow. Oh, yep, you can, I've heard about this. You can corrupt your card if you overflow it, and then you waste everything you put in there is gone. Richness represents a maximum amount of ores that can be generated from each cycle. That makes sense. You use enriched nickelite dust. Right. Now my understanding is you can't do half. Like you can't do less than a full stack, right? It doesn't like it. Go right. Nothing happens, still there. A full stack though. That gives us richness, 98%, 3% something. The blue circle represents how many cycles it has left. All right, and then we can chuck in things like stone. And that will do something. +1 size. +4 richness. Ooh. And also, I didn't see it mentioned, but redstone dust gives you speed modifiers. Can we make these things now? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mining rigs. And one computer requires 2 drill heads. And diamond into netherite. There's a mining rig computer. All right, I value symmetry, so let's put it there. These things around it. What? Clearly I can't count. These mining rig drills also require heads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Possibly we can upgrade these later on to netherite, but I suspect diamond's pretty good. Right, let's feed this with a higher tier power cable. And let's finish what we want to put on this card here. Now, sadly, it doesn't accept everything. Like I was hoping that I could, in fact, the whole reason why I went down this path was I was trying to get uraninite, but it won't take it. See, it'll take all the vanilla ores, but not deep slate. And of course it takes a few others like nickelite and things like that. That's a shame. So if we want to get more uraninite, we've got to go out there mining for it, but it's pretty fuel efficient. So that's not too bad. Let's see, gold, iron, redstone's on there. Let's write this and see what happens. So we definitely don't want that 94 to be higher than 100% or else everything's corrupted. Now we're just doing up this card first with some low level things, just in case I bugger it up. Let's see. So the cycle is 1116. Yeah, okay. Didn't change the richness. That's cool. And stone upgrades the thing on the right. What is that? Each data slot on the data card will increase the total cycles on the card. Increase by adding stone. Okay, so you add stone and you get more out of it. 34 becomes 40. So that was 6. So we should just do like 9 more. Let's be super careful. You don't want to go over 100. Ooh. Last one. 96. I'm happy with that. So we chuck this data card, which has all this data on it, in there. It's doing something. It's costing us only 150 LF a tick. It's going to do another whole bunch of cycles left. Where's all the ore? We need to get the ore out of there somehow. All right, let's just see if we can extract things with a pipe here. Servo on there. Didn't like that. Can you just put it straight on top? Oh, okay. That's what it prefers. Can't actually see the computer anymore. Maybe I'll need to get rid of one of these things in order for us to access the data card. Now imagine if that was diamond and ancient debris and all the expensive things. I want to get these set up to auto process as well. But not just any old auto processing. I want to get them set up in these factory machines. Ooh, which is like endgame Industrial Revolution. These ones down here. What's that look like? We still have 1900 cycles to go. We're going to need a bigger barrel. So let's make a new data model now. And in this one, we can put ancient debris, diamonds. And now you can see why I was holding on to the ancient debris from earlier. You need a full stack to write it on this. Hey, I wouldn't mind putting emeralds on there. We just haven't got enough. I'll put those 2 on there. So redstone increases the cycle speed, but also the power. Stone increases that dial on the right, which is the number of times it's going to run for. 65, we need to be really careful here that we don't go over 100, or else I've lost I lose all the ancient debris on there. 90, 1 more. Why am I so dumb? 96, oh my god, I almost did 2 more. Panic. And the richness is pretty good. I'm not going to risk that one. That would be a bit insane, I think, to risk it. Let's take you out. You've got plenty of cycles left, and we'll put you in, and we'll see how long it takes to get our 64 ancient debris back. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at all that delicious ancient debris and diamonds. Yeah, lapis. Let's get that into our system. And what's that do? That eats up 250 LF a tick. It's barely touched those diamond drill heads. Plus however much these ones suck up. And since in our reactor we're actually gaining more power than we're losing, I'm going to mirror this so that we can have both data cards running at once and connect it to the ME system for outputs. Oh, and we probably have enough pristine matter there to upgrade all of our equipment. One thing at a time. So let's make a few more of these, and if we have time, we'll process it as well. Yeah, man, give me 100 of them. All right. Well, instead of building 2 and surrounding them by the max amount, I thought, why not have 3? With 3, we can probably get everything we need. And since ancient debris is just not a concern anymore, I'll show you what I mean. 2,800 ancient debris. We have 2,800 at the moment. Actually, we have 2,900 basically. There reaches a certain point of the playthrough where basically resources are infinite. And I got to say, having nearly 3,000 ancient debris might be, for me, that might be an indication that we're at that point. So the idea would be that we have 3 running with 5 joules each, which is going to be fast enough. And some of the items it produces, lapis and redstone will go into a grinder just to get auto ground up. But everything else will just come over here into some factory machines and get pulverized and smelted. And what will go into the ME system then is just like ingots, maybe even blocks. So we'll do up 3 data cards, one with all this really beautiful stuff in it, another one with items that are going to go straight to the grinder. Maybe we'll put that one over there. And then a third one with 5 things on there, and it's just odds and ends. Like these 4 can be pulverized. This one, weirdly, nickel can't be pulverized or ground up. It can be macerated and crushed, but I think we'll just go straight for a smelt. All right, let's give this one a go. Oh, I destroyed one. I destroyed it. Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. See, good thing you should probably err on the side of caution and not be silly like me. Oh, deep slate zinc isn't accepted. Look at that. Not to worry, I suppose. We'll get another one in there for these 5. 94, 96. Happy with that. Don't think we need to add any redstone to it to speed it up. And in here, we're going to have 2 factory machines. Probably just the pulverizer and the electric furnace. Factory blocks. Factory blocks aren't so easy though. Factories are improved versions of machines. They can process 5 items at once. They're also smart enough to split your items if you'd like. Given their powerful state, it's not possible to insert this much power into a single block, which means you'll need a structure. Steel, lead, tungsten. We need tungsten plates for recipes. Tungsten plates are needed to make these silos and just in general endgame IR stuff and Tech Reborn stuff. You can't get it from tungsten dust. You can't just smelt up the raw tungsten. You might have to do it through the nugget. Just you get the nugget and then you can compile that into an ingot. And the nugget you get from scrap boxing, from just blasting up the raw, which is bloody expensive. Right, it's a bit crazy, but I think that's our recipe. We have to blast up raw tungsten. Tungsten is not at all cheap. That's nuts. All right, so tungsten ore into raw tungsten, blast it up into nuggets, compile it into ingots, and then flatten that, compress that into plates. I might do that off camera and then we'll come right back and finish this factory. All right, so this episode has been very explainy. I know, I get it. Lots of me just speaking at you through the microphone, which probably doesn't make for the most riveting video, not the most capturing episode of the season. But as this is kind of endgame IR, I thought it best not to skip over too much. Anyway, it was quite the ordeal to get to where we are now. Where we are is, yay, infinite tungsten. God, it takes a while. It really does. In addition to all the steps I said previously, like, getting the tungsten nuggets from blast furnace in and up. Well, something I didn't notice was the heat required here for the blast furnace is actually 2,500. So we had to upgrade this bad boy to advanced machine casings. But we're there now, we've done it. We've run through tungsten a whole bunch. And we probably have enough tungsten here to survive us 10 lifetimes. So without any further ado, let's make ourselves some damn factories. We'd need 9 frames per factory machine. Got it here on the sides, 6 silos, also known as 12 silos. We'll sleep off this night. Some intakes. And you can see I've added all these recipes in. Some ducks. And a couple cab savs. 2 disco lights and 2 controllers. That's it. Okay. An electric furnace factory, Mark IV, and then a pulverizer factory, Mark IV. So first things will go into the pulverizer and then into the electric furnace factory. Oops, it's one of these structures apparently. All right, in that case, we'll throw it up here like that. And then you just right click on it to show or hide the structure behind. Silos. Oops, looks like we didn't make enough cabinets. Cabinets, controllers on the front. Structure not built, structure not built. Okay, it looks like these get pushed against the back wall there. Yeah, there we go. Whoops. Kind of odd that these are directional, but we got there in the end anyway. Yeah. All these guys, the coals, the nickels, and blah, blah, blah. Now we got to feed them in. Oh, damn noisy. Okay. So I've just set the filters on this thing. Hopefully it's going to work. Down here, we've just tapped it into power and to ME through an interface. So hopefully that's good. And then I've got some servos here with filters on them. So this one here will, the pulverizer will take in all of these items. Just for my own sanity and sake, the left 5, they're actually things that are going to get pulverized and then smelted. Whereas the right 3 are just pulverized. And straight into here. Everything else is going to kind of come over here. Everything else is just nickel in this case, nickel ore. Plus all the pulverized goods from our friendly pulverizing factory here. And then they get pulled into this request slot. That's all the outputs. Blacklist, whitelist. Yeah. I should probably set them all to whitelist, shouldn't I? Now, power is likely to become an issue at some point, especially if all these things are running. This guy's taking a full K. Oh, yeah. Recycle. I'm recycling deep slate into this scrap stuff. Which seems to just give us a bunch of random things. Beds. Mushrooms. Player heads. You get the point, right? I got this set up because I thought maybe it'd be an alternative way to get tungsten nuggets, but whatever. It is what it is. It's there if we want it. Can we get 8 of these things? 8 of these speed enhancers here. Auto split stacks. Sure, why not? And also auto split stacks. Not really sure what that does. Give it a look. I think this is going to work as soon as we connect it. Fingers crossed. Nothing. Oh, of course, classic rookie mistake. We have to configure these. We want top as input and left as output. And for this one, we also want top as input and right as output. Woo! Look at it go. Seems to be prioritizing getting rid of the lead first. That's fine. Everything will catch up. And maybe we could set this one here to round robin. That way it's going to request inputs from both of them, I think that's how it works. Round robin for inputs. Power's out. Power's out. It works. We can upgrade this thing next time. And even ME here is dying. It's losing power. So we can't export this stuff quick enough. You get the drill though, right? All right, so a quick recap. We've got tons and tons of this matter to play with now, which basically just lets us craft up all kinds of stuff if we're ever short from any dimension. Nether stars, there you go, 16 nether stars. We ran out of soul sand. There you go, more soul sand. You get the point, right? So basically we can craft up anything we need. Got 4,500 ancient debris. God knows what we need it for. Now that we've got all these crazy recipes set up, it's not too hard to swap out these crafting terminals for something bigger and craft ridiculous things like, let's see, nether block. Can we get 100 blocks of netherite, please? You won't let that go in the background. So yeah, we're not really being limited by much anymore. We can craft nearly anything we want. We've got literally endless amounts of ore. Effectively, ancient debris is worthless now. We've completely broken the entire economy. We got a complete set of self-aware glitch armor, fully upgraded with all the data models that we could want to put in there, also upgraded to self-aware. I guess what I'm getting at is we're doing pretty good, feeling pretty untouchable, and the base is small and compact, but it kind of does everything we need it to. I guess what I'm getting at is it's done. We're finished. Hope you're pleased with yourself. I need a drink. Happy freaking New Year's, you filthy animals.